going on, guys? What's happening? It is Saturday, and wow, I feel like I haven't streamed forever. It's been about a week, but then I started picking up the schedule, and now it's just like, when was the last time I streamed? Like, it feels like forever ago. I don't know, maybe that's just me. It's only been a week, which was our normal schedule. But anyway, so what's going on? It is Saturday here. Let's roll through a roll call. We see 56 viewers, 20 likes. Be sure to hit that like button, guys. Smash it in odd numbers, because even numbers, has a negative effect. But we got Red Putts. We got Gregory losing with Jerry. Or Larry, not Jerry. Oh my gosh, fail number 2. We're already off to a rough start here. Late stream. Lost track of time. I was just looking stuff up. We got Dave Collins, Red Putts, Dash Tesla, Just the Miner, Hugo Down, Thrust Guard. What's going on? Mike Baldwin, J Rad. Scroll through a whole bunch of Mike Baldwins, and we're doing a little bit of Roblox talk happening there. And then right after we talk about Roblox, we got good old Fudweiser. Fudweiser rolls right in. He couldn't miss the Roblox stuff. We got Dave Collins again, J Rad, Mike Baldwin. Let's see what we got. I'm unique. What's happening? Oh my gosh, scrolling. We got T Rainbow, Tech Man. What's going on, Tech Man? Mike Baldwin again. Oh my gosh, I'm repeating the same names over and over. So maybe it's just the same few people 1,000 times that we got going on, which is awesome. Aragon Strider, Thrusher, Mana Peruma, Johannes again, Automatic Beats, Golden Wolf, 3 Fox Co. Oh, crazy MC. Oh, it just jumped. So if I miss somebody, just yell at me, Core 3H. And I just hope that CRO doesn't keep dropping. It's going to follow whatever the market's doing. Bitcoin goes up, we're going to see gains across the board. And if Bitcoin decides to go back down, well, obviously everything's going to follow along with it. Some will drop more than others, and others increase more than others. How about Luna? How about that old Luna? It's been a crazy week. Like starting last week, coming into this week, we had LHR on lockers galore, just going crazy. We have Luna. I never followed Luna whatsoever, but obviously we all know Luna by now. And if you don't, then you probably missed something. But, a stable coin depegged out of the stable coin market and literally crashed to zero, like nothing. Got pulled off exchanges. The blockchain shut down. And it sounds like it's I don't know what's going on. I've been following my app and it's up like 400 and some percent now, but it's still no exchanges that I can find. They've been totally inflating the coins. Like, I don't know what the max supply was before. It was like 400 and some million or maybe billion. I don't know, but now it's in like the trillions. So they're influxing a whole bunch of coins, and they're saying the price will never get back to where it was. And I don't know, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, but at the same time, after they influx this, later on, they could potentially throw in a burn structure, which brings it back down to bring the price back up. So obviously a lot of people are like, don't buy it. It's now, worthless, no point. Other people are trying to buy it, hopefully, for a quick buck. Personally, myself, I'm trying to buy some. Like, what if this thing goes up and down constantly now? We have no idea. Extremely volatile, not financial advice, but who knows? But I can't find out any exchanges. Some of you guys said you just bought a few not too long ago, so good on you. But yeah, it's not working. I don't know. Crazy things going on right now. It's an absolutely crazy week. 3 Fox. With the hash rate migration, seems everyone migrated to ETH because the network hash rate just kept increasing. Now it is lower though. The network hash rate went up. There's also some glitches on mining pool stats. I don't know if you guys seen it. I don't have the actual screenshot, but I don't know if someone accidentally put a P where there's supposed to be a T, but yesterday morning, right when the migration was supposed to start happening, like some pool out of nowhere, which nobody really heard of, shot up to like 38 petahash out of nowhere for like, it only was there for like 5 minutes or something. So obviously it's a glitch, but it shot up, like it destroyed the network. And then it came back down, and then a whole bunch of, obviously, theories get rolling around. Is Ethereum getting hacked? Because in theory, if something like that was to happen, that is more than enough hash rate to attack the network. It made every pool only 1% of the entire network. 38 petahash out of a 1 petahash network hash rate is extremely way more than, obviously, 50%. But obviously, that's not what happened. I think it was a glitch. I don't know. Crazy things started happening yesterday. There's a whole bunch of Hive OS issues with the migration. Obviously, we had a lot of people coming in, renting hash rate, anticipating this. People were renting hash rate, so that was pointing more GPUs on ETH through NiceHash and other mining rental programs here. But, you know, at least that I know of, there was at least a few terahash that did legitly move off of Ethereum. Now, a lot of people think, you know what, the whole point of this was try to move a hash rate off Ethereum and, you know, get hash rate away, so, you know, not so many miners on Ethereum. That is not what this was about whatsoever. It doesn't take long for things to go out of context very, very fast. The whole point of this whole migration and testing thing was to see, you know, because this whole first test was to see, what do you plan on mining? You know, are you going to go to Ergo? Something, you know, you're like, I'm going to go to Ergo, I'm going to go to Ravencoin, I'm going to go to ETC. You know, that was the whole point of this, is, you know, see where some people plan on going after Ethereum is gone. You know, Flux is a big one. Depending where you look, there's different polls on it. A lot of people went to Ergo, a lot of people went to Flux, and, you know, it was all over the place. But it had nothing to do with trying to get rid of the majority of the hash rate or anything off Ethereum. That was not the goal whatsoever. It's just to see where people are going to go. And depending on how many people do actually move off, what the effects on the other networks will be in terms of difficulty on that hash rate increase. And the difficulty going up obviously brings the profitability of these coins down. So it sounds like Son of a Tech does want to do this test again in about 2 weeks for 72 hours. So 3 days from Friday to Sunday. Everybody point to a single coin. The next test looks like it's going straight on to Ergo. Wants everybody to roll to Ergo to see how, you know, what kind of difficulty can spike here and see the profitability actually take effect because of that. You know, market values and everything are going to play into this. Other things that'll play in, because we need 3 days, Ergo reacts very slowly to difficulty and hash rate adjustments. So, you know, the first 24 hours, you could shoot in, you could double the hash rate in 24 hours, and then the network's not going to reflect that for a good day or two after the fact. That's why he wants to do a 3-day test on everyone moving to Ergo, and then we can actually see the effects of this happening. But yeah, I don't know, a lot of different things happened here, but there was also a lot of other people counter-reacting, hoping to get more Ethereum. Now remember, I know based on when I did some of the videos on the migration thing, people are like, I'm staying on ETH, I'm going to get more. I'm staying on ETH because my yields are going to go up. Difficulties, I'm going to gain more ETH. All along, like, I think these are people don't really understand how the whole thing works, because I really didn't expect, I expect some hash rate to come off, but not enough hash rate to actually affect the difficulty in Ethereum is going to happen. So I assume, unless there was, like, you know, a big NFT drop, or, you know, a price was shooting up or a price was shooting down. As we know, before 1559, the best time to be mining Ethereum is either in crashes or when the coin is pumping, because people are throwing out them transactions. They're either trying to buy or sell very, very fast. So with miners, our yields are really coming up. So, you know, depending if that has to go now, because of 1559, all the gas fees are burnt. So you have to pay those minor transactions, you know, the minor tips, which usually we see now when it comes to the NFT drops. But overall, that's the only thing that's really going to affect that. I didn't expect much hash rate to come off to really affect the difficulty. So no one probably noticed any type of profit differences. But we did have a lot of people that thought they were going to gain a lot more and rented a lot of hash rate. So that kind of played into it. Did you try the overclocking on the 3060 Ti I sent you? Yes, I did try that, and it didn't really work on mine. I think at the end, for those of you guys that are unfamiliar, I got a 3060 Ti MSI Gaming X, and it's absolutely horrible. But someone in Discord was pointing out that it's also potentially one of the best 3060 Ti's you could get. Now, right now, it's horrible, but you can, I think it's a, can't remember, it's a Zotac BIOS or something. You can flash into that 3060 Ti and ultimately make it probably one of the most efficient Ethereum mining GPUs out there. So I plan on doing that in the future and seeing if that happens. Obviously, I also have the potential chance of bricking it and it'll just be dead, and it's going to be a pain to get it back because there's no dual BIOS switch or anything. But, you know, it's a risk you just got to take. So I think I'm going to take that eventually here on that 3060 Ti and see if I can fix that LHR issue we got going on in there. But for now, I'm still can't break 55 mega hash on it. What do we got going on, chat? DB running a mini at each of my places. The Picos have not opened. Picos have not opened. Oh, I do want to bring, there isn't anything released yet on the CPU mining calculator for you CPU miners out there. I just want to bring up the website. Link is in the description if you want to look at profitability. But I have heard from the dev that's been working on this, all the bugs he previously had sound like they're fixed. He's about 50% or halfway to having the buttons implemented for you guys. So what I mean by buttons is simply, obviously you got 3900X. You click the 3900X and it'll auto-fill in all your hash rates and stuff. So you don't have to know your hash rates anymore. Currently, the way it works, you have to know what your hash rate on each algorithm is. Most CPU miners don't know. So I guess I can't say most, but some of you guys do. If you guys are trying different coins all the time, you kind of have an idea of what your CPU hash is at. So right now you do have to manually enter your hash rates, and then it'll come up with a profitability calculator, kind of like what to mine, except a little more manual work here. But it's about 50%. I don't know which CPUs he has all the information for, so we are looking for all your guys' input based on the CPUs you have. You can simply click here, submit your hash rates on whatever algorithm you know. You don't have to know all of them. If you only know Ghost Rider, which is like your Bitorium and Raptorium, and I guess now there's that Urbis, which I'll talk about in a minute. There's a new coin that just forked out of Raptorium. It's 3 days old. It does not even have an exchange yet. I'm mining it right now currently. No exchange. As soon as an exchange opens, I'm probably just going to be dumping it all, selling it right off the get-go because there's too many forks going on right now. So I don't really care about this new one, but I'm probably just going to dump it. But I'm mining it right now. But anyway, you get your hash rates here, put it in, profitability calculator, and we will be having buttons and stuff going on there. So I just want to get that out there right quick here. Yeah, no more forks of forks. I know it's crazy. There's too many forks. That's why I don't really want to talk about that one because, you know, it's kind of funny. Some of you guys might get a kick out of this. I don't know if I'm going to get demonetized because of it, because there is a swear word in it. But let's click on it and look at it. Boom. Look at that. Look at this coin, guys. Like, seriously. Well, I can't say it's legit, but this is what the coin is telling us right now. I need my button. Yerb, the good coin. A cannabis-inspired CPU mineable ASIC and FPGA. I can't even mention this stuff with a straight face. I'm sorry. Resistant, currently meme status. All right, guys, when it comes to meme status, we know good things could happen. Elon Musk might, totally blow this thing out of the water. I have no idea. But cryptocurrency organically growing on the interweb. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. But yes, this is a Ghost Rider RTM fork. You click on exchanges, coming soon. Amigos, coming soon. Everything's coming soon. So I can't guarantee this is going to do anything or anything whatsoever. But I am legitly mining this thing right now. And when an exchange opens, depending what it opens at, I'm just going to be selling it because why not? You know what? If the difficulty is low and the price is decent and you're making profits, that's all that, some of you miners really care about. And when it comes to my CPUs and this stuff, that's all I really care about too. I don't plan on doing network support or anything. I just want whatever's profitable. So, when it opens up, obviously we're going to look at this and see what's going on. But yeah, right now, 100% meme coin. I can't say anything good about it other than, I don't know. It's a fork. Do it at your own risk. It's your own risk situation here. Let's go to our plot right quick here so I can show you this. Unlike RTM though, this only has a block reward of 95 Yerb. 95. There's only 95. I think it's 3,750, which is on Raptorium and Bitorium. So you're not getting very many. I've been on for about, I don't know, I started last night, halfway through the day yesterday. So I guess it's been about 16 hours or so. I'm little over 1,000 coins if I count my balance and my immature. I know it's small and you guys can't really see that, but we'll see what happens. When the exchange opens up, we're just going to sell it and hopefully we can make some decent money when it comes to that. But that's hilarious. I had to bring that up. That's a funny, kind of a funny thing there. But again, fork, no exchange, 100% risk. 100% risk. So be very careful with that. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Just paid a $526. Ouch! I still have to pay my last month's electric bill. It's at about $800 and some dollars. Yeah, and crypto crash, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna cost me even more crypto to pay that bill. It's gonna be insane. Oh, Yeti, what's going on, Yeti? Is that all? 3K? Oh my gosh, Yeti had a 3K bill. That's oh my gosh. That's insane. That's a lot. 1,400 electric bill here this month. You guys are insane. I know you guys got a lot. Oh, there was some guy commented on one of my videos yesterday for the great hash rate migration, and he had 12 gigahash. He didn't tell me his electric bill or anything, but he moved it on to Aeon, and he had like 44 kilosouls, killer K solutions per second or whatever. But like, that is a lot of hash rate. You can picture that 12 gigahash you put on Aeon for 44 kilosouls. Like, that is an insane amount. That's oh my gosh, it's insane. Time to shut down some. Yeah, I know. I legitly shut down I gotta look at this again. Actually, I did. I put out a tweet 2 or 3 days ago, just before the migration, and I said, "Oh, almost time," or I think it's about time to shut off those 4 gigabyte cards, because I did, and I did. I shut them off, but now they're back on again when I did that migration, because crypto slowly started coming back up, so it was kind of worth it. But I just want to have a look to see if I probably got to shut it down again. I don't know. I don't know what the prices are at. So here's a single 570. So if you got 4 gigabyte 580, whatever, they all hash the same. Ravencoin is sitting at 12 cents. Ravencoin, Flux, like, my personal opinion, it's not worth it for me to mine these core intensive algorithms. Just the way my power works. Like, I'm locked in at 6.5 cents as a power price. You know, you think that, you're like, whoa, that's amazing. Like, you can mine whatever you want. Yeah, if that's what you got charged for. So the power company charges me 6.5 cents. We're locked in, good to go. Power part is fine. I live in a small town. I'm kind of out in the country, and you know, we have Fortis, Alberta also covers the distribution and lines that go to your area. They're the only ones that can get it, so they can charge whatever they want pretty much. So what goes on here is we have 3 additional charges on top of our power charge. We have like distribution. We have, I can't even know what they call the other 2 rates. Are just retarded names for power production cost and something else cost. I don't know. But the more power you use, the more you get charged for, obviously. So for an example, if I'm running 1,000 watts, you know, my total power bill might be like 7.5, 8 cents based on what it is. And then, you know, it's like, say it's $100 for the power, and then you get an extra $50 added on because of that, because you're only paying an extra 1 cent because of it, because you're not using much power. Where I'm sitting at right now, sitting around 3,000-4,000 watts on my farm, using that 24/7, I'm sitting around the 15 to 17 cent range, locked in at 6.5 cents. So when I go to mine Ravencoin, it could move me up a couple more cents. I mine Flux, it moves me up a couple more cents. I hit Ergo and stuff like that. So like, we're seeing, well, Ergo is more profitable than Ravencoin currently, so that's a good thing. But when I usually find, like, say Ergo is like 3 or 4 cents less profitable per day than like Ravencoin or Flux or something, I mine Ergo, because it'll drop my power down probably 3 or 4 cents. I swapped my whole rigs over the other day when I did do the hash rate migration. I did go to Ergo personally. That's where I went. I lost 180 watts full, my whole farm, a 1.1 gigahash on what's it called, on Ethereum. I went over to Ergo, I had about a little over 3 gigahash on Ergo, and I lost 180 watts at the wall mining Ergo over Ethereum. That could put me from, like, say 17 cents down to like 16, 15.5 cents total power. So I save more money. So depending on that, and over time, Ergo could be a better option for me. So I stay away from the core intensive algorithms as much as I possibly can, unless the profitability on them is a decent gap to make it worth it for me. Remember, depending where you live, you're always different. Depending when people are going to shut off their rigs, turn on their rigs, depending on the GPUs you want to run, will be different depending where you live, depending if you have solar. Everybody has so many different factors playing into it. Personally, myself, I start with the least intensive algorithm coins. Obviously, Ethereum's price is so much higher and everything else. It's the most profitable. But if Ergo was close in profitability to Ethereum, I would pull off Ethereum and mine Ergo, because I will get that extra savings at the wall and from the companies and stuff. and you know, it'll be more profitable for me. So there's a lot of other numbers that look into it, not just coming to what to mine and saying 10 cents per kilowatt hour, whatever. I don't even think most people pay 10 cents anymore. I noticed that through a few comments. Lots do, but we used to use 10 cents per kilowatt hour as the average. It seems increased power costs are all over the place now globally. Europe is anywhere from like 25 to 40 cents. That's insane. There's a lot of people in the States that are saying they're anywhere from 15 to 20 cents right now. Like I just said, I'm around 15, 16 cents right now. So I'm going to 15 cents on my 570. I just want to have an idea. And yeah, look at, I should probably shut my rigs off right now. Look at this. Ergo is at 1 cent. Everything else is in the negative for me on 4 gigabyte GPUs. So I should have that rig shut off right now. So I'm going to have to shut it off again, I think. So I'm going to do that right now, actually. So I'm going to take the RebTech rig and we're just going to power you off. Legitly. Like, I'm not even lying. See you later. Not running my Polaris cards right now, which I have 8 gig in there, but you know, that's not even that efficient either. So that rig is now done again. So no longer mining with my 4 gigabyte cards. I just shut it off and I showed you. I'm not doing this for any, that's another thing people are like, you're doing this for clicks. That has zero to do with any type of clicks. I'm legitly shutting it off because I'm in the red. And people are like, well, it's going to pump in the future. That's true. So I'm saving power at the wall now. If I was to take the same amount of money that I was through mining this, if I used whatever, calculate however much power this was, and I just bought this coin right now. If I bought Raven coin right now, mining it at a loss for 17, say I'm getting 17 coins a day. If I was to take that, I'd probably get 20, 24 coins or something, right? I'd end up with more coins buying this coin right now than mining it at a loss. It makes sense to shut your rig off, buy the coin, because I am losing coins for a future pump by mining it and, you know, costing the same amount. So my 4 gigabyte cards are now officially shut off again because look at this. That's not worth mining. That's at 15 cents per kilowatt hour. Remember, 10 cents, I was profitable. I was still profitable at 10 cents, but I don't pay 10 cents unless I get my power down low enough. I'm not paying 10 cents, even though I'm locked in at 6.5 cents. So these are factors people do have to look at, not just run into there. Oh, it's profitable. Even like if you're only making 5 or 6 cents, I would, even 10 cents, I would probably still shut off because the power savings alone will make Ethereum mining and stuff more profitable for me. So these are things I look at personally. So I don't know. What do you guys, does this make sense to some of you guys? Because I know some people just can't get it out of their head that, why do you shut it off? It's not worth shutting it off. It's going to pump in the future. Guys, you'll get more coins for that pump if you stop mining and just buy the coin. If only the UK was that cheap. Yeah, Yeti's up there in the power price. But again, he's mining Ethereum. You have more leeway, obviously, with Ethereum. Like, I do have that 8 gigabyte card. I kind of want to look at that right now. I do have that 588 gigabyte on that RebTech rig right there. 30.5. Yeah, actually, the power's wrong. It's about 118 watts on those Polaris. So I'm at 48 cents. So I could probably turn this one back on, I guess. But I got to figure out how to run it. Now, this 8 gigabyte card I did have in there, it's a mining specific RebTech made board. It has no PCI Express slot underneath or anything. It's USB integrated. So I'd have to run it through like a riser cable into an OCTOMINER or something in order to utilize that. I'm going to have to get some clamps or something or tape it down because the fans could blow that PCI Express out. That's why I don't have it in there with OCTOMINER 2. You can see right over here, I have OCTOMINER 2 rig. So this is like the little AMD rig I got going on. There's only 4 GPUs in this X8, but yeah, I'd have to plug that PCI in there. And if the fans blow that off, it could slowly come loose and short out, you know, that PCI Express slot as well as other things and cause major damage. So I'm not taking that risk over a Polaris old card. So I just don't think it's worth it. So I have no issues shutting it off. If I build a different rig somehow with something else later on, you know, with an open frame, then I might put it into it. But right now, you know, I don't think it's worth my time to actually put that card in there. Do you have it different locations? Spec mining though, let the house pay. Yeah, well, obviously also if you can pay you know, your spec mining stuff, like when we were looking at Raven coin, we know all this, we can buy it. But if you're a different coin, you know, if you're profitable and you're mining it for a future pump, then yeah, you know, it could be worth it. Things could pump 100 times 1,000, whatever in the future, and that'd be absolutely amazing. But we'll see what happens. You know, that's kind of what I'm doing. You know, I got Raptorium, I got Bitorium going on 2025. Hopefully, estimation is around the next bull run time frame, I'm guessing. So I expect potentially, once we see this next bull run, that we could see some nice gains on some of these other CPU coins and ultimately, you know, make a lot of bank. Previously, if I would have sold everything when Raptorium hit 8 cents, I think I had around 40 to 45,000 USD worth, which would have obviously easily paid off my entire farms all completely. My CPUs would have paid off my GPUs and everything completely by, you know, if I would have sold everything at that time. But you know what? I'm just holding in there. I'm gathering more coins. Everything's self-staking through iNodes itself. And, you know, by the time 2025 comes, I should be sitting around potentially a little over 1 million, maybe 1.5 million coins in 2 years, based on compound stacking there, just earning passive income through its rewards. And then if we hit another spike, you know, moon is the limit. Bitorium, I think I'm sitting around 1.1 or 1. I don't even know. I'm going to open my wallet. I don't even know what I have in Bitorium right now. I did buy some Bitorium so I could play with a smart node. And I'm going to open my wallet and see what I'm actually at. It's going to have to do its syncing process. See what's happening on my old Bitorium deal here. But yeah, a lot of people like, Rabid just pumps these coins and then he sells them. I don't sell them. I told everyone, I'm waiting until 2025, next bull run. If this dies, it dies. Whatever. I don't care. I bought a bunch of Bitorium for like $300. It's, you know, if I lose $300, big deal. I lost $300. I know the risk going in this. I'm not trying to pump up a coin and then sell it, or I would have sold all this stuff long ago. But I didn't. I'm still holding it. I'm waiting until 2025. I'm telling you guys straight out, and I'm even going to show you. I didn't sell a single coin, but I got to wait for this thing to sink. So hurry up and sink. 94%. It's almost there. Uh-oh, now it froze on me. Oh, great, I'm getting hacked. Getting hacked, guys. All right, so let's go to live chat. What's going on in live chat? What's Yeti up to? Red Putts, me and Matt Electron have a video due out soon that will show you how to solve this issue once and for all. Oh, at Red Putts. What was Red Putts' issue? Let's scroll back up here. I'm missing all sorts of crazy stuff going on in the chat. We have 111 viewers, 47 likes. Come on, guys. Smash that like button. How's your Hive OS been running for you? About as bad as my Hive OS has been pretty rock solid, actually. I went on yesterday for the migration. I swapped all my rigs over. I made a new flight sheet, and then I went over and I seen everyone was having issues. But mine, I didn't notice any issues whatsoever. I swapped over just fine. Everything was good, and that's it. Like, I just turned that rig off. Did it turn off? Yeah, rig's off. I got all this on the good old Yerb coin. Oh, crazy. I think I just had some transactions roll through, so I think my wallet is synced. I don't even know what I have in here right now worth. So yeah, I'm sitting at 1.3 million. I'm going to start selling it once I get to 1.6, I think, because I need 1.6. If we go through my we go through my smart nodes, mine only. I do have 2 active nodes right here, you can see. So I got 2 active smart nodes, both with 600,000 collateral each. The next upgrade is 800,000 each. So I need 1.6 million coins to update to each node to the next level. So I'm kind of waiting for that to come in. As for nodes, you can see I do have, I got Solly to set this up for me. And one node has 1% going to him. You can see here, and the other node has 3% going to him. So he can pay his VPS fees and whatnot. But normally it's 1,000. If you're running a complete node yourself, it's 1,000 per Ordelio. Like, per node will make 1,000 every time it gets its payout. And we get about, let's see how many payouts we're getting here a day. So start to 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm getting 12. So each node is getting about 6 payouts a day. So that'd be 6,000 Bitorium per day per node. So if I wasn't, you know, given a percentage fee to Sully, it would be, you know, 12,000 coins per day is what these 2 nodes would be granting right now. So that's how that's working. I got 1.39 million Bitorium. I need 1.6 to upgrade both nodes when we do get to the proper block. So I don't even know what Bitorium price is currently at. Actually, I could find out just by going straight to the calculator here. 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're just going to calculate that. Bitorium price is 0.0006. So let's just see if I go to the calculator. Current bear market pricing. So my nodes are making, they're not at 12,000 right now. They're just under. I'm just going to go 970 times 12. So give me a second. 970. You guys can't see that. 970 times 12. That's 3% on both. Remember, one's giving me 990. This is just a quick estimate. So I'm getting 11,640. I'm actually getting a little bit more. I'm going to times that 0.123. What is our price at? 0.0. 3 zeros and a 6. All right, 3 zeros and a 6. So this is making $6.98. So I'm 7 USD a day, not doing anything. If I was to sell every day right now with the current prices, Bitorium's down like 40%. So this is still pretty good profits for me. Like I said, once I hit that 2 nodes, once I hit the 1.6 million, so I can get into the next nodes, once they get those blocks, I'm going to start selling this. And that's like $7 a day, doing nothing, no power on my end. So I think that's another game plan I got going on there with that, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I totally missed what Red Putz thing was because I got distracted in this whole Bitorium node thing. We'll cancel that out. But yeah, I'm stacking everything. I don't plan on selling any of the stuff to the next bull run. And hopefully, you know, maybe it pays off. Maybe it doesn't. It's just a risk you got to take with this stuff. Take a look. It's actually not bad. I wonder if Rabid is mining DPR as well. What's DPR? I'm missing it. What's DPR? What's DPR? What's everyone's take on Bitorium? Worth the hash compared to Raptorium? Well, it's currently more profitable than Raptorium. If we look at the numbers right here, you can see Raptorium's, you're getting on a single 3900X about 101 coins a day. That means the difficulty's dropping. We're down to 30 Raptorium per day a while back. But now it looks like you're up to 101. But because Raptorium price is down, we're sitting at just under 100 mega hash, I believe. Oh, network hash rate, you can see right here is 98.4. Raptorium is currently 34 cents per day on a 3900X. Bitorium is at 51 cents. So Bitorium is obviously the more profitable coin still. I do have more coins that will be added onto here soon, like Veal and I don't know, a bunch of other coins will be added. But first, there's no coins that are going to be added until we actually have the CPU auto checkers onto here. So link is in the description. If you don't know about this website, or it's the first time seeing it, this is my website, RabidMining.com. And you just come in here and you click on the CPU mining calculator on top right. I also have a link in the description if you want to utilize this tool for yourself. It's still being worked on. This is still early beta. Once we actually get more coins added and the actual boxes to click on for your CPU, then we can pull it out of that once all the bugs are work free. But right now it's that DYOR. DWAR. Never heard of DWAR. Let's go to mining pool stats and look at that. Mining pool stats, DYOR. Let's have a look. I don't know what that is. I don't know. So we're about to find out. DYOR. How come you're not in here? How come you're not in here? Did I spell it wrong? Is it DYOR for real? What is it? Oh, do your own research. That makes more sense. DB, I need to. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. What's DB? It's not Dubai coin, is it? It's not a coin. What coin are we talking about? I'm just looking at the chat, catching bits and glimpses here. I fell for that one. I shouldn't have fell for that. Oh my gosh. So what coin are we referring to? You guys are asking about stuff. I don't even know. Yes, DB. Oh, DB's right there. DPR. DPR. Oh my gosh. I can't find this stuff. I don't know. What do you do about... Okay, wait. What do you do about insurance? I don't want to bring mining up with my insurance company. I think they would tell me to hit the... Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't want to give any type of information on that because I don't want to give any type of wrong information. So do whatever you think is best. I don't want to touch that subject. Oh, deeper network. Oh, the deeper connect, deeper network. I don't have a deeper connect. DPR's deeper connect. It's like a VPN box that earns tokens. Oh, I got the Pico. I got the DPN Pico actually. I don't have the mini though. You need at least the mini. Let's go through that. I got one of those though. I haven't made the video on it yet, and they've been emailing me and bugging me to hurry up and get that video out. But I haven't done it yet. So yeah, I've been busy. LHR unlockers, everything, but deeper. I got this right here. I got this thing majiggered. Buy now, deeper connect. It's from Mining Haven, so I better put them on there. They sent it to me. Mining Haven. I believe they're a Canadian website. Mining Haven, Deeper Connect, Pico plus Wi-Fi. Yeah, this is what I got. I got this thing right here. The Deeper Connect, Pico, DPR, miner. Oh, this is the miner one. I don't, what? This one says miner plus Wi-Fi. Maybe mine is a miner. I thought the Pico, I've been doing research and everyone says the Pico, you need at least the mini to mine. But I have this one, the Pico. So I'm going to have to look into this even farther now because maybe mine can mine. But I have one of these and it's kind of cool. I was just using it to try, like, I was playing around with it. It's a decentralized VPN for life. So usually, you get a VPN, you pay anywhere from $2 to $6 per month, and it points you all over the place. But this thing, you buy it. Obviously, now it's a VPN. It's decentralized. You can use people's IPs that also use this. Kind of the things I'm sketchy about, though. I don't know the full details on it because I'm not a network guy like Yeti. Yeti would obviously have a lot more information for this. But like example, what if someone is using my IP address type of thing and he hacks somebody somewhere? Are the feds going to end up at my doorstep saying you did it when I didn't because someone was utilizing me through this? Because you use everybody else that's connected through it throughout the world, keeping a VPN. And you can pick, like, if I want Netflix or something from Australia, I just say I'm going to use that Australian IP from that guy over there, and I can watch Netflix stuff. So this is stuff I was kind of playing with it with. I only played with it for like 5-10 minutes, so I really got to look into it. But yeah, very interesting stuff here. But I really got to look into this thing more. But yeah, I have the Pico here, but this one is saying miner plus Wi-Fi antenna. So I got to see if mine's actually the miner or not. But this is the exact one that I got right here. So yeah, I'm very interested. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I can do some DPR mining. Is it good? I heard you gotta. I kind of, once I found out that I thought mine couldn't mine, I didn't look into it too often after that. So quick sum ups is like you have to buy a bunch of coins, stake it, build up your score base or something, I guess, until before you can even mine that coin, the Deeper Connect. But they're kind of comparing it to helium and stuff as well. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know the full details on it, but I definitely got to look into it. They all mine? Really? They do? That's interesting. I didn't know that. So now I guess I could try mining on mine. So technically I might be mining DPR soon if that's a thing. You need to stake. Yeah, that's what it is. You need to stake an X amount, which means you got to buy it first, and then you got to build up your collateral or something, or your credit score. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like I said, I don't know the full details on it. It's just quick researching. Then I quit researching it once I found someone said the Pico doesn't actually mine. It's only the VPS part. So I don't know, but maybe. I stepped out. I was telling DP if this DP that was a Yeti probably can find out. Yeah. Yeti, can you actually can you confirm if you looked into this thing? I'm assuming it's legit. The only side effects I have, like, I'm gonna find mine. Where's the box and everything? I'll turn my camera on so we can look at this thing. I got this. Hold on a sec, guys. Put that there. Where's my tripod? All right, give me a second to open this box. I gotta find all the pieces for this thing. Where is it? Okay, there's the antenna. Where's the book so I can show you exactly the one I got? Okay, where's my camera? Menu. USB invalid mode. Oh, crap. I'm in the wrong mode. There we go. Engage. USB streaming. All right. Okay, I'm going to show you the one I have. Where is this? Where's my source? Uh-oh. Doesn't want to work. There it is. Properties. Just working now? Yes, it's working now. All right, I'm going to turn it on. We'll make this a little bigger for you guys. About that big, I guess. So, yeah, this is the one I have right here. This guy. So I got this one right here. Here's the antenna for it. Deeper Connect Pico. So is this one can mine too? I don't know. Like, there's my instruction booklet. Deeper Connect Pico interface introduction. So this is the one I got, but from what I was reading, this one can't mine, but on the website, allegedly, this one can mine. You guys are saying they all mine now. So can you guys confirm that this one is a miner too? Because then I'm going to have to look at how to get this thing actually mining. So that makes me a little more excited to look into this a little more. Oh, interesting. I use local for mining to Ethermine in EU, VPN, all other traffic to New York, USA. They all mine. Okay. Yes, it can. Nice. You have one. Yeah, I have one. I haven't really used it or looked into it too much. I've been busy with all this LHR stuff. I got something else in actually. That's cool. Hold on another second. Got so much stuff and I haven't. Oh. Got this. I got this in too. Who could tell me what that is? Anybody? Anybody tell me what this operation is? Who knows that symbol? Right there. Panther Global. So, yeah, I got this thing in too. Yes, I got my first helium miner. You're right. It is here. So, that's going to be fun. I have that set up. It was extremely easy and fast to set up. I was amazed at how quick that thing sunk up. Like 16 hours, I was synced right up to the network and everything. No video on that yet, but there is stock. So I do have a link in the description. I don't have a video yet. I still got to record it, but I did message them this morning just to make sure they had stock. So if anybody is looking for helium miners, like I said, link in the description. Make sure you pick US, EU, or the whatever one. They have stock of all of them. They ship within 3 days, and they have enough to cover a lot of people. So they say. They say they have lots, and there's no waiting. So look, like they're going to ship within 72 hours. So if you are still looking for any type of helium miners, again, I still got to get mine going completely and seeing how it works, but I'm going to be doing some setup processes and stuff early. But my first helium miner is here, and it was very easy to get going. I was expecting to have some type of issues or complications or something, but no, it was very fast and easy. Is it? I don't know if it's better than the Bobcat. This is my very first one, so I actually have no clue. All I know is I had this thing running in like 5 minutes. That's all I know. And now I'm just waiting. I live in an area though where there's no other miners around me whatsoever. So I'm probably gonna have to find an aftermarket antenna and stuff. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna turn my camera on. We can kind of look at where I have it here. So let's just go over here for a second. So there we go. So there's a quick view of it, I guess, per se. But I just have the normal antenna. I don't have any aftermarkets type of antennas or anything. So it's all I know is it took about 16 hours to fully sync. I was doing research, and they say it could take anywhere up to 2 days for most helium miners to sync to the network and finally turn online. I can confirm that this was about 16 hours. It was fast. And I opened up my port and boom, at first it was saying relaying. So I had to Google that and see what relayed means. And, you know, ultimately it means you don't have your port or something opened up correctly. So I did that because you don't have the internet connection right. Opened up my port and boom, it was online. So it was very fast and easy to do. It's just, I don't have any other miners around me. So we're going to see what happens. I was looking at other people's miners that, you know, are within the same province as me, and I do see them getting rewards based on being in the middle of nowhere. So I probably just need a better network, or I probably just got to wait longer. I don't know how long it takes to finally start noticing these things. So That's why I said at first I'm going to do, you know, a quick setup. This is how you set this thing up. Extremely fast and easy. And then, you know, over time, I'm going to see, am I going to get any rewards out of this thing? Should I mod my 5600 XT or not on stock? I get 3090. Is there a mod for the 5600 XTs now? I'm not even sure. Oh, wait, yeah, there is a mod. That's right. I totally forgot. It's been forever since I was modding those. Yes, there is a BIOS mod. So, yeah, you probably should. It does pick up the hash rate a bit, for sure. But for some reason, I was thinking 6600 XT. Yeah, there's no mods for those. But, yeah, the 5600 XT, there's definitely BIOS mods out there. Yes, there's 43 mega, 100 wattage. I think mine was using more for some reason. I have one. Is it in here? Yes, I got one in here. Yeah, I got a 5600 XT right there. It's a Power Color Red Devil, 42.18. It's saying 68 watts software, but I think I'm actually in the, I think I'm around 110 or 115. And there's another, I don't know, there's some, blah, blah, I want to call it a conspiracy theory. I don't know for sure, but I kind of talked about it earlier. I got to get my 5700 XTs. This does say non-XT. I know I BIOS flashed it to a non-XT because it did save me power. But I was looking on one of my older videos from like 2 years ago, and I was getting about 131 watts at the wall, getting about 56, 57 mega hash. And if I upgrade, I have to use a Hive OS and a Team RedMiner version that's over a year old to maintain those same settings. Now, it's kind of funny because a few live streams a couple of months back, I was saying, I can't do this. I got to start upping my voltage. Other people were telling me, get rid of these settings altogether and everything, right? Get rid of some of my MVDDs and my VDDCI settings and whatnot, because just get rid of them, run the new Team Rex and increase your voltage a little bit. But the thing is, this thing crashes and stuff now. I'm way up on voltages. I'm up on power at the wall based on anything, because I did update this to test, you know, newer versions of the newer miners. So now I'm going to have to go back in time, use old Hive and everything again, get my 131 watts at the wall again, and then see what's going on. But now there's a new F mode or something out, so that might implement it. But for some time frame between a late Team RedMiner when they started releasing B mode, I actually gained power at the wall because you could not run these things smoothly, a whole bunch of retweaking. So now I want to go back, test very old versions of Hive OS, test very old versions of Team RedMiner, and then fast forward to B mode, because I find something fishy that over time you started having to increase your power, and these were getting less efficient on Ethereum. And now they released that new mode, which may just bring you back to where it used to be. So I want to compare old miners to new miners and see if that's all that happened, because somewhere in the span in between, these things became less efficient than they used to be. But nobody's really talking about that, or maybe no one's noticed it. But I did notice that ever since I had to start upgrading Hive OS to try newer stuff, because I had to have my voltage down to like 680. I used to be able to run like 680 or 690. I'm up almost 100 on this GPU on the voltages. I had to up these. I had all my other voltages way down. And like I said, I was like, software is telling me like 55 to 60 watts before. Now you can see I'm 83, 89. And at the wall, I think I'm around 140, 145 watts on each of these GPUs currently right now. So I really got to do some big testing on these 5700 XTs. There's something happened within the last year here that no one's talking about. R mode, that's what the new R mode is talking. So I'm kind of curious if this R mode is just a cover up to fix what used to already work just fine. It's kind of what I'm trying to get at here. So I don't know. You can push them to A mode in the flight sheet. Yeah, I think I tried doing that before, but the command, it was kept saying BC something. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, or the command wasn't working for me. But I'm going to try all that again. I really want to get these on the test bench, but I got a whole bunch of other GPUs on my test bench. Which puts me at another point I want to bring up. Oh my gosh, I got so many things going on here currently. Ever since the LHR unlocker, let's have a look at this. Look at the 3060s. Now we look at 41 mega hash, 41, and then, you know, 115 on Ergo. Now we look at the light hash rate. Since the LHR unlocker, they moved these up to 48, which is about right, but it's still saying 115 at 130. I'm really leaning in. I got to fully test out this 3060 because this is almost making me think it could be one of the next best GPUs on the market ever since it was LHR unlocked. So yes, I believe here when we were looking at previous tests, when we unlocked this, we're only sitting at about 108 watts at about 47 mega hash. That's some nice efficiency right there. 47 mega hash. Actually, it's like 40. We can look at it right now. What are we at? 47.2 or 48. What are these things pulling? 47.4, 47.05. But yeah, this is only like 108 watts at the wall. That's awesome. That's extremely efficient. Now, the other thing, I didn't do a single GPU, so I cannot confirm any numbers here. But I can say, I think I was pulling about 120 mega hash on Ergo at under 100 watts. And remember, I always say you want to have less power than mega hash. If you look at any of these AMD cards, like look at this, 62 mega hash, 80 watts, 6700 actually, 80 mega hash, 140 watts. You look at these NVIDIA GPUs, like here's 100 at 80 watts. I believe I was getting about 102, 105 on my A2000s. You look at where we have a 3060 Ti here. You can see 170 mega hash, 150 watts. Our mega hash is above our watts, which means, you know, obviously that's a lot more efficient. You get into any of these AMD GPUs. Look at the 5700 XTs, 100 mega hash for 130 watts. But anyway, we're going back to the 3060. I was getting about 120, and I think I am under 100 watts here because right now, well, I'm 313 watts at the wall mining Ethereum, but my total system, when I swapped everything to Ergo, I was looking at this. I was at 290 watts full system. So I just got to do a quick numbers here on my calculator. So 290 watts, obviously we take away our 22 for the system. That's 268 watts my system is using on Ergo. I went into my old A2000 hash rates because, again, look, I have an where's my Hive? I have an A2000s on here. My Lenovo order came in, so I got 3 more A2000s. One's on this test bench here. So I went into there to see how much power I was using. I was using 81 watts at the wall mining Ergo. I'll make this bigger. I'll make this actually, maybe I'll rewind it down to here so you can see. So Ergo, you can see 105 mega hash at 81 watts. So I'm taking another 81 watts off of this system. That's 187 watts for 23060. Divide that by 2. That's putting me at 93.5 watts mining Ergo on these 3060 GPUs. That's pretty darn good. I almost said a word there. So, like, imagine, what if we're hitting 120, 93.5. This is what base numbers, taking everything off I was looking at. Now, again, I got to turn that rig off sometime today or maybe tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe we'll do it in a live stream tomorrow because it'll be interesting. But I want to test a single GPU on Ergo and stuff and see if I can confirm these type of numbers. Because 120 mega hash at only 93.5 watts makes that 3060 very, very good. And just like I said here, like even Ethereum 47 for 108 watts. That's, you know, fairly efficient, guys. And the price of these things are fairly cheap, like $540 Canadian. A2000s is about $700. You know, kind of getting it on sale. I know the A2000 is still more efficient, but you're it's going to take a couple of years to make up that extra $120 difference per GPU is what I'm kind of getting at here. You see a big efficiency, obviously, between 3080s and A2000s and stuff. That'll work out itself better. But these 3060s are looking like decent GPUs. Now, I also, obviously, the final factor will determine how well does it actually do on like Ravencoin, you know, Flux and stuff. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to test all these coins, get some hash to watt ratios. But the 3060 currently is really starting to surprise me, and it's maybe coming into one of my potential decent picks. But until I actually get this thing singled out and tested by itself, I don't know for sure. But the thing is very, very interesting right there. I don't know. Have you guys noticed anything like this as well? Like, you guys have those 36 and 3060 version 2s? You know, this is looking like a really decent cards, and it's decently priced for the performance that we are getting out of it. You're getting 60 mega hash on your 3060 Ti card. Yeah, but 3060 Ti's are also a couple $100 more for an extra 10 mega hash. And the, what do they use? 131 watts. Yeah, that's right. Let me see here. 61, 61 divided by 131 is a. Actually, no, that's pretty efficient. That's probably better than a 3060 for sure. If you're pulling the 131. How many algos LHR unlocked work on? Just ETH and Ergo. As far as I know, it's currently only Ethereum and Ergo. I'm assuming Ethereum Classic as well, but I believe Ergo is. And I don't even know if all the miners do it. I know T-Rex unlocked the Ergo. I believe NBMiner unlocked Ergo as well. I don't know about the other coins. I don't know which other coins are really memory intensive other than Ethereum Classic. But yeah. One more thing I want to point out. A lot of people, you think, I'm moving to ETC. I know you guys probably saw Red Panda's video earlier. I'm trying to get my hands on one of those as well. But there's ASICs in production right now. Focus solely on Ethereum Classic. We got Jazz miners. We got those mini Apollos. We got GPUs are not going to, depending how many people buy them, obviously, these things are geared more towards the home miner. So maybe a lot of home miners, they're not going to buy something that can only mine one coin. So then it might not matter. At that point of view, is it worth mining that? You're putting this money into a single coin. You never know. If Ethereum Classic really pumps, then ultimately, people are going to buy these. But current timeline right now, I don't know if people will buy them or not. It's a really tough decision to throw, a bunch of money on a single coin for when Ethereum's gone. But one thing to point out, though, is GPUs cannot match these ASICs. The Jazz miners, the Apollo minis, GPUs can't touch them. So when it comes down to it, if you really believe Ethereum Classic's going to do its thing and it's going to explode or something, some people think that, you might be better off going that route instead of putting your GPUs on something else like Ergo or Flux or whatever. But these are other things to keep a lookout and keep a mindset on, that ASICs are being specifically geared and being made right now and even worked on for future ones for Ethereum Classic. So GPUs, I think once Ethereum is finally gone, they're not going to last on Ethereum Classic too long. I just have to worry about ETH merge killing profitability. Yes, for sure. We definitely got to keep an eye on that. Timeline on that, I still have no idea. I haven't seen the dev call yet. A lot of you guys kind of filled me in on it. They skipped through what's actually going on with the difficulty bomb very, very fast and really talked about nothing other than updating their websites for better user experiences and stuff based on my quick fast forwarding through it. But all I really got out of it in terms of the merge timeline is June 8th. They're going to be testing the merge on one of their tests. I can't remember the name of the testnet. A testnet they don't really care about, don't really need anymore. So they're going to test it on there, see how it works, and then pretty much kill that testnet after that, and then go from there. But there's still no timeline on any type of difficulty bomb being increased or delayed or anything yet. A couple more weeks is the next, right after they do that testnet, actually. That merge test, they're going to have a call right after it, and then I guess we'll hear more information on how that went, and then we'll see, we'll probably hear if they're going to delay that difficulty bomb, because we are running into June now. June, July, that's when we are going to start feeling the effects. We're still sitting around 13 seconds, I think. Let's just have a look here. ETH stats, I believe it is. Average block time, we're still in the 13s last I checked. Yeah, so we're still at 13.49. You can see right here are the average block times. Sometime mid-June, end of June is when we are going to start noticing these blocks slowly starting to hit like 16, 18, 20. Sometime July, we're going to start hitting 22, 25. So if the merge isn't ready by, I'd say mid-July, if the merge isn't ready by mid-July when we're starting to hit these 20, 25 seconds, we're either at that point, we probably already are able to heard it by this point in time, probably by middle of next month if they're going to delay that difficulty bomb. But if we don't hear anything yet, we'll probably have a difficulty bomb pushback sometime middle of July if they're not ready. And if they are very, very close to being ready, the merge could maybe happen in July. I don't know, guys. But if they really had no chance, I think they would have pushed it back by now. Some of them are really saying, just push it back to the end of the year. If the merge is ready, then we can just do it beforehand at any time. But they're really trying to cut it close, because what I think they plan on doing is the difficulty bomb will finally decide when it makes no more sense to mine Ethereum, because I think they want to drop the merge, and they're gonna dual chain for a little while until the difficulty bomb does kill off the POW, proof of work, GPU miners. So they're gonna have it running as the validation process starts going on the merge aspect. On POS side, the block rewards are still going to be running. You can still be mining Ethereum, but they're going to hit 25 seconds. They're going to hit 30. They're going to hit 40, 50, a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour. Then next thing you know, it's going to get to the point where it's going to take years to hit a block. Now, there's still a chance to hit that block on the POW side forever, but it's one block a year. The difficulty will be so high, like Max Voltage points out, that from now all the way to the very start of mining, they're going to add up all that difficulty to like the unlimited infinite number of difficulty or something, and it's going to hit that. So pretty much it's like taking, the POW side, it's like taking the full Bitcoin hash rate and you throw in a USB miner onto that and expecting the solo mine is pretty much the POW side to the POS side at that point. You can try to keep mining it if you want and maybe get lucky, but the odds are really against you. So I think the difficulty bomb, they're trying to cut these very close together so that they can use the bomb to slowly wean off and cut off the miners completely. And then the POS side will obviously be the easier route, because it's just like water, just like air, anything else travels the easiest route. All the blocks will be validated on the POS side, and it's next to impossible to hit that block on the POW side. And miners will finally say, I'm out of here, see you later, and do whatever is going to happen. At that point, that's when mining is going to change forever for GPUs. That's kind of how I see what's going on here. Again, speculation, no idea what's actually going on, but we just have to wait for the next call until they finally start saying if they're going to delay this bomb or not. I really think they're going to delay it. I don't think they're ready by July or anything. It'll probably be end of the year, early next year. But again, we don't know. It's very interesting. It could be a strategic point that they're doing on their end to point out that, you know what, we're just trickling you guys along. We're nowhere near where you guys think we are, but we're not letting you get the best of us type of thing. I don't know, guys, but just be ready for anything. It could happen. It might not happen. We have no idea. That's the honest truth, I think. Yo, what's your brother? Oh, Hawk Crypto. What's going on, Hawk? Hey, if anybody, let's go find Hawk right now. Let's find Hawk Crypto. Hawk Crypto. I don't know. YouTube. Will that come up? I don't even know if that's going to come up. Hawk Crypto YouTube. Is that you? That work? Crypto Hawk? That's not it. No, that's the wrong one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hawk. No. I can't find. Oh, wait. Hawk Crypto Mining Co. There we go. That might be it. There we go. Found it. Oh, I'm not even subscribed. There you go. I'm busted, guys. Copy. All right. Hawk Crypto is pretty cool. Check him out, guys. Upcoming YouTuber when it comes to crypto mining, so check out his channel. Maybe hit him a subscribe, give him a good old subscribe bomb there. So that's fun stuff. See, there he is. He's right there. He went live yesterday. I posted out a tweet there yesterday during the middle of his live stream to try to bring some more people to it. But yeah, give him a shout. If you guys are looking for some new YouTubers or something to try out, check them out. What do we got going on? Crypto, I saw. Oh, Fudweiser subbed yesterday. Oh my gosh, I messed up. I said Fudweiser's name without the thing. So hold on. Fudweiser. There. I didn't fail that time. Well, I did fail, but you know. What website was that? Oh, the one I was looking at for Ethereum. This one. If you want stats, this is stats.net. If you want to link to that as well, there you go. stats.net. That's where you get all the statistical stuff on Ethereum. Technically, I don't know. It's kind of funny. One thing that I do want to mention on the Ethereum dev call is they were really talking about, if you want all the latest information, be sure to check out their official Twitter as well as ethereum.org. And they said, if you hear any information anywhere else, please take it as speculation, which is true and funny at the same time, because they're trying to say, you know what, maybe somebody's going to leak something. Everyone's talking bad about us, but it's all fake. Only believe what you hear on ethereum.org. That's officially coming from us. And as a PR standpoint, they're never going to tell us anything. So all we really have is speculation. So keep that out there as well. Hey, Rabid, I'm still waiting for my OCTOMINER to ship from no minimum order week. Oh, really? Yeah, I've heard they were extremely busy. I was supposed to get a t-shirt or sweater or something from them like 3 or 4 months ago, and I still haven't got it. Everyone else has all their nice swag bags and everything, and I still don't have anything. Tim Beacon and Vitalik just oh, did they just post it on Twitter? Let's check it out. Let's check out what they posted on Twitter. Let's see. I don't think I'm actually I don't think I'm on any of their stuff. Tim Vital. I don't even know how to spell Vitalik. Vitalik. What'd you tell us? What'd you post? 2 hours ago. Oh, that's someone else. He retweeted. 15. Is this the just posted like within minutes or within like 15 hours? As this says, 15 hours ago. We should legitimize price gouging by top stake pool providers. Like if stake pool, yeah, 15, whatever. Whatever, Vitalik. Whatever. May 11th. What's his latest tweet? Because I don't even know. And I don't even want to hit the follow button on him. You won't buy ASUS again, only EVGA. Yeah, EVGA, amazing GPUs when it comes to NVIDIA, for sure, 100%. They have the best types of fans and everything. Alert, your OCTOMINER may ship PSU separately. I have to wait till at least Wednesday to get... Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, some people have been getting their OCTOMINERs, but the PSUs weren't in stock, so they get shipped separately, and that's another waiting game, so... keep that aspect in mind. Also, if you want backup PSUs, be sure to hit the links in the description for Parallel Miner because they got the 1200 watts, they got the 750 watts for your X8s and whatnot, titanium, any type of levels you want. So if you need backups, I always recommend backups. PSUs are definitely a must. You know, usually for backup rig stuff, like if you really plan on mining long term, you should pretty much have everything you need to build another rig, minus the GPUs. Obviously, you don't just let GPUs hang waiting for one to go out. You don't do that. But when it comes to like a frame, you know, power supplies, motherboard, risers, you should have everything you need that you could build a complete rig. That way, in case, you know, a riser goes, you can throw on a riser. If something goes here, you can throw on that. You know, you need a PSU. You should always have these on hand, as, you know, personal experience and just saying. I'm sure most of you guys know that risers are one of the most popular things to go, and then, you know, you get issues. Usually it's loose cables, PCI Express cables, but you should always have extra parts on hand for when something goes down, because you never know when you will have to replace something. Tim Bako, Twitter, 48 minutes ago. Okay, let's see what Bako is saying. I think I might have him in my list. Tim Bako following. Yeah, I'm following that guy. May 4th. 1 hour ago. So, oh, that's Vitalik. What? 50 minutes ago. Post-merge transaction fees are paid to validators on ETH1, the execution layer. They aren't locked like the 32S stake and validator rewards are. That said, accrued rewards and the initial 32S stake won't be withdrawable until the next fork. Next fork. So they're gonna. Are they implementing the the sharding type of aspect? Like they're allowing people to pull out now before they're even ready for the merge? Is that what it's saying there? That's interesting actually, because I really wasn't expecting any of that to actually happen until what's it called? You know, until the merge went through, and then, you know, another year when they implement sharding and everything is when you're eventually going to be pulling out, based on all the devs talk previously. But is that what that's saying? They're going to be able to pull out sometime next fork, whenever the next fork is. I don't know which fork they're actually referring to. It might be next super major fork, which is, you know, could be in a year from now, because I wouldn't really consider, you know, bomb delays and stuff like that, you know, big forks or anything. But that's interesting. One thing to watch out for. Remember, a lot of this Ethereum that was staked happened at like the $400 range. When they started implementing to engage the beacon chain, that happened around when ETH was at like $400. So they are way up on profits. So if they actually allow withdrawals, we could see an ETH crash on, you know, people taking profits. Because if I had 32 ETH in there at $400, and, you know, we're sitting at 2, 3, depending where you are, Canadian right now, it's just under 3,000. I believe in the US. Where you at in the US right now? US ETH is, $2,000 from $400. That's a lot of profits right now. I would definitely be taking some profits if it was allowing me to unstake. So might have to keep that in mind as well. ETH merge is going to call us capitalization. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what you said. Yes, I really think this is going to turn very centralized very fast. Like, what's to stop all the rich, deep pocket whales from just buying mass amounts of Ethereum? They're trying to promote this as an easier way for people to get into Ethereum, when really now you got to go out there and actually buy it. People don't really like to go buy it. If you have a GPU, you can get into Ethereum by simply mining. I think mining brings a lot more users than staking does, because people, you're iffy. Like, do I want to buy that coin and just, sit on it or wait? Or, that's, investors do that. Obviously, there's a lot of investors. It depends where you are. But I really think mining brings users more than how they're trying to say their staking and POS is going to bring more users. I can't agree with the way they're talking about that. But who knows? Fail. Yeah, I know I'm full of fails, guys. I'm sorry. I'll just start at 10. I'll just add some more on here because why not? What are we at? Like 30? Come on. We're at that many. I just hit the button. 27 fails. We're at 27 fails, guys. We broke the record of fails. RabidMining B-side income also gives us hobby to enjoy. Yeah, for sure. Mining is also a great hobby. Yeah, 100%. People really take this on as a hobby and they enjoy doing it and they love it and playing with stuff. So that's another thing. You can't really hobby a POS platform. My hobby is I'm going to buy 32F and let it sit there. That's a great hobby. I'm running my validator node on something. I don't know. But yeah, mining is that Luna was overvalued. overvalued. Yeah. What did it hit? Like $30, and then I hit 0. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Also teaches you trading at the expense of electric. Yeah, that's true as well. Hot Crypto Mining, thank you very much for the $2 US donation. Yeah, also guys, obviously bull markets and bear markets are, we're not really, I guess the whole economy worldwide is crashing and burning, but everything's down. So that means views is down. Everything is down. So, if you enjoy the videos, enjoy any of the streams or anything, be sure to try to support the channel. We got the PayPal link in the description to help with the hardware testing fund. We got super chats, all this good stuff, the member join function. We see Red Putz and everyone there, which brings me to another thing. I got to do something here right quick. Oh, where is it? This button. And yeah, I'm going to do that. I just gave somebody a promotion that another promoted member of the channel recommended. So congrats to you, Red Putz. You are now a mod. I just wanted to point that out there. You're always here. You're always watching the channel, obviously. So good stuff. Good stuff there. I just beat the effing just beat the bots. Nice. Awesome. So we got some mods in the house. So you guys be careful saying any bad words or trying to scam people. Get the ban hammer. The wrench will get thrown at you. You can dodge a ball, but you can't dodge a wrench. Is that how it went? I can't remember. I haven't seen that movie forever. It's been a while, but that was a funny one. Hot Crypto Mining Company just filled 5 garbage bags of grass from mowing. Surely we can burn this stuff and run some rigs. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Little Time Mining. Always bring that fire info. So much love. All right, thanks. Awesome. Much appreciated for the $5 US donation. I had to cancel. I want to bring something else. So I know we were working on a deal to get a few more CPUs in the house. 12 to be exact. It was what, 10 3900Xs and 2 5950Xs, but that's on hold ever since the crash meltdown happened. I'm still trying to get them, but we're trying to work out some details here because, oh my gosh, the crypto crash really hurt in terms of getting new hardware like that. So I'm still pumped for that. That is an amazing deal. So, but that is going to be put on hold. So we're not going to have no massive, like, what did I say that put me to? Something like a 23 CPU farm. It would have been insane. 11 plus Yeah, I would have put a 23 or something like that. 22. No, 23. Yeah, it would put me at a 23 CPU farm. It would have been insane. But yeah, that's on hold right now, guys. So I apologize. Turned off the ASICs, all GPUs now. Yeah, I got my L3 Plus back off, but I do have, oh my gosh, the Threadripper fund is rolling in. Techman, thank you very much for the US $5. Awesome. You guys are amazing. You're the best community ever. For real. I don't know if other people tell you guys that, but it's true. You guys are. CPU 2. You turned your CPUs off? I'm waiting to see the exchanges here. I almost shut my CPUs off. I contemplated it, and then I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I can't do that. Can't do it. Just like, nope, not happening. I'm not doing it. Rick 5 was really getting mad when I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he was like, oh my gosh, don't even think about it. I'm whipping Bitcoins like crazy. So I didn't. You have the 5800 X3D still in the box. Still in the box. Crazy. Insane. I'm still on RTM like Fudwise. You guys are on RTM. Well, let's take a look. Like, looking at the profitability currently, I'm going to plug in all the numbers here, see what it kind of looks like. Now, this is for 3900X. Let's see here. What was I? Remember, these are efficient settings. I run 3.6 or 3.8. Depending on the CPU, 0.95 upwards of 1 volt. So, random X, we're sitting at about 12. No, yeah, it's about 12.6, I think. Minotaur X, we're at about 16,000 here. That's your avian. Sitting here. Actually, I think I'm a little above 3.5 kilohash, but I don't know. Haven, yeah, we're only at about 1,200 hashes there. That uses a lot of L3 catch. Curve hash, I believe we're about 92,000 hashes there with the latest updates. 32 mega hash on Virus coin, and this is your Turtle coin. So we're going to go about 16,000. And based on current probabilities, Bitorium is sitting at 55 cents. 55. Oh, did it go up? Guys, 0.0075. I'm going to take a look at that. I want to kind of confirm this operation. X Bitron. See if it went up. So we can see here it's saying 0.0075. So yeah, it went up. This website does update every 15 minutes. Oh, it looks like Monero's having some issues though. That's not good. But yeah, 51 cents hanging on Bitorium. Oh, the network hash rate went up. Look at that. We're sitting at 10.6. I believe it was a little lower earlier. That's why we were seeing 56 cents. But yeah, it updates every 15 minutes. Fairly close. And like I said, I'm mining a coin right now that doesn't even have an exchange. Zero exchange. What? Oh. I was like, why is my screen all messed up? But there it is. Yeah, not even exchange. Not much eating some Waffle House. Waffle House. I don't know if I've ever had Waffle House. You talking about it and everyone is going over. Well, I'm just trying to point, which one are we talking about that everyone's going over to? We talking about that Yosh. I highly recommend people not to, because I don't know if the wallet's going to be hacking me or not. Honestly, if you guys really are, okay, let me jump in the Discord. Guys, jump in the Discord, because there are some things. If you really plan on mining this Urbis coin here, you are going to have to scroll down into, yeah, it's right here. I have a pinned comment. You're going to have to add these nodes into your wallet. Now, there are more nodes. I have to update this here soon, but it will not sync. Your wallet will not sync unless you manually add the nodes. I expect them to update their wallet soon. You know, maybe they should have had that stuff in there on initial release, but who knows? But be very careful. Who wants Red Potts is handing out the drinks again. Budweiser's retracting all his messages, so I don't know what's going on there. I had RTM QT wallet issues syncing recently. Anyone else? Tony Magna. Yes, some people in Discord were mentioning that. I have not synced my Raptorium wallet for a while, because I have everything just compounding itself in iNodes here. I'm going to take a look at. What is this? Negative? Oh, change. I was like, am I getting negative coins? Like, they taking coins away from me now? What's going on here? But no, that's just minus 23% in the last whatever days. Total collateral. Oh, I'm almost at the 600 mark. You guys can't even see what I'm talking about. 599,060. I have not mined this coin since I had like 555 or something. So I'm almost at 600,000 from everything just hanging out and sitting here. I'm getting about 400. How much is that per day currently? $1.90 Canadian. $1.48 USD. So that's not bad. Just hanging out here. I'm making that much per day at the current slum prices. But this is where I have everything in here. So through my addresses and compounding, where's the addresses? Do I have it? This where you see your compounding? Yeah. So everything's just onboarding straight to the onboarding address. I have not used my wallet on Raptorium for months. So I should try to sync it. But some of you guys were having issues. I believe there is a new wallet out, depending the last time you've ever updated your wallet. Be sure to check that out. A couple other things I really want to point out when dealing with core wallets. I'm going to bring up my core wallet here, actually, because there's no seed phrases. You can't just back this up through a seed phrase. So I'm going to go into my wallets. We're going to go to programs, wallets. Now, when it comes to like, let's go, where's Bitorium, for example? Where's the latest one? Right here. So you can see when you open this up, originally when you open these QT wallets, you're only going to have these 4. Now, when you double click QT for the first time, the core wallet, it's going to ask you where to save the data. And then I always put the data folder inside my wallet folder. As you can see here, I'm back here, Bitorium, I go in my wallet. Here's the QT, make a shortcut, whatever you want. But I have my bit data right here. So this is all my data from my folder. So what I do, you right click, you copy this and you save this. Put it on a USB stick, whatever. This is your backup. Same thing for Zelcore. It's different files, kind of. They're named a little different. Zelcore is the same way. You save these folders, files, whatever. Realistically, all you need is this wallet DAT file right here. I like to save the whole folder just because it has your backups and everything in it. So Raptorium wallets, Bitorium, anything that has to do with these QT core type of wallets, you save this data file that you save. And then you put that on USB sticks, put that somewhere, whatever. That way, if you ever lose Windows, if you ever reinstall Windows, you move to a different computer, whatever, you reinstall, re-download the latest wallet, click on it, and then just overwrite this file here onto the new wallets or new system or whatever, and you will have all your stuff back. This is how you back up these wallets, and people have lost their Raptorium and other core-based wallets because of this, because there's no seed phrase. You can't just back it up. If you don't save those files, you will lose your crypto. So do that. That's the first thing I always do when I have these new wallets and I know it's not hacking me. Then I copy and save it. So that way I know it's legit. So I'm still not 100% sure on Bitorium, but it hasn't done anything to me yet. So I'm hoping it's safe. But back those things up. Raptorium, I have that on a USB drive. Bitorium, I have that on a USB drive. So just have those files on hand. That way you do have those backups. So do that first, and then you don't have to worry about it ever again. Unless you lose your USB drive, then you're back to square one. Back up your Bitorium wallet so it's not loose storum. Loose storum. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on that red guy. Good info. Yeah. Do that. I should probably do a video on that because I did do one on how to restore your Zelcore and Raptorium wallet way back when. But a lot of the people were actually coming in after the fact, after it was already lost. And they're like, how do I restore it? And, you can't at that point. So I should probably do how to back up or something type of video to, get that information out there. But it works the same. All these new coins out there, all these QT wallets, they're all the same. There's no seed phrase. It's the wallet DAT. Tons of wallets actually use that. What other wallets? Let me go back into my wallets here and see. If we go into my wallets, Pulsar is the same way. It's a QT. You're going to have to back up that file. Quadcoin, back up that file. You can see I have my QRL here. Backup. Zelcore backup. Fierce Coin has a seed phrase. Scala, I believe, is... Oh, it's an Electron wallet. Okay. There's a couple other ones. But yeah, a lot of you guys are on Pulsar, so make sure you do the same thing. Back that up right there. Exodus, you're good with Exodus. It's a seed phrase. Make sure you have your seed phrases. Most of the wallets out there are seed phrases, but these ones are. Other, what is it? Sheetcoin? Was this Sheetcoin that did all those hacks? I can't remember. It's a QT wallet. This is one thing you got to be careful about. And same with this, what's that coin called? That marijuana one. I don't have it. The Yerb coin. Now, there was a coin called Sheet, SHEET, a while back, and it was getting into people's Raptorium wallets and literally stealing all your coins. So when you do try new coins and stuff like this, it is highly recommended. Maybe isolate the drive, maybe use a laptop you don't use just to verify that nothing's going to happen for a while before you just download a brand new wallet, throw it in with all your other wallets, and then you could slowly start losing coins. Sheetcoin did do this in the past by taking Raptorium coins away from people, and it's not going to be the last. There's going to be more things that happen. You know, more and more coins keep coming out, and just be very, very careful with all this stuff. Ravencoin Lite did that? No, for real? I did not know that. That makes that fork of a fork to end all forks of ultimate forks even worse of a fork if they did that. I did not know Ravencoin Lite did that. Wow. Guys, if you're unfamiliar with Ravencoin Lite, that's also AKA currently known as Avian, which seems to be dying. I don't know if it will or not, but like seriously, hash rate. A couple of things I want to look at too. At that, you know, in my mind, you know, you have people that mine for profit, and you have people that mine to support networks. Like take XMR for example. That's like the Bitcoin on CPUs of Bitcoin to obviously crypto. But there's so much hash rate on XMR because people believe in privacy and privacy coins. But I want to go to mining pool stats. And this is kind of giving me an idea of what to expect when it comes to the next bull run. So let's just look at like Avian, for example. It is dying. Let's go to Avian. Let's look at their hash rate. Boom. Down to 25.9. At least on the CPU side. It's down to 25.92. Look at the difficulty. It's just been going down. It's never recovered ever since that quick peak there. But we look into other coins. Like look at Raptorium. The hash rate is coming down. But this is... I believe there's a lot of people that believe Raptorium is going to do something. I'm one of them. The difficulty is coming down, but we're still hanging out 92 mega hash here. It peaked at 200. We're down about 50%, but there's still a lot of people mining this coin, even in the downturn, even at potential losses, depending on your power. So that just gives me like a mentality, like people are believing in this coin, and obviously next bull run, hopefully this thing spikes, and obviously a lot of hash rate is going to come with it. Bitorium's the currently newest one. I'm more in on believing about Raptorium over Bitorium, but again, we don't know. This fork could do something. We're hanging out at 11. It's been pretty consistent. It had an uphill spike. It dropped a little bit, and you know it's remaining fairly consistent, mostly because it's probably a profitability thing. I don't really know what's going on with their future, but again, all long-term holds, all gambles. But take a look at hash rates. When coins start falling in value and they're not as profitable as they were, see if hash rate's pulling off. If you can see big hash numbers pulling off of certain coins, we may potentially see that coin die. This, you know, it just makes sense. Not enough people are really believing in the coin to keep, you know, it nice and strong, and then ultimately it could start to suffer some sort of attacks. There's a fork. Bent fork. What? Can you have the same wallet on two different devices? Yeah, I believe so. Like, what are you referring to? Are you referring to something like Pulsar because you're trying to double stake or something? I believe they can tell if it's double staking. So I don't think you can do it, or somehow it hinders your rewards. I don't know. But you can have the same wallet on two devices. Sure, 100%. No problem. No issues whatsoever. But I'm just referring to that because if you're unfamiliar with Pulsar, you stake within the wallet itself based on the coins that you have. It's like solo mining, and you can potentially hit solo block rewards by staking that coin. It's a spoon. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that. That was the other thing I wanted to talk about, guys. Oh, my gosh. Coinzilla. I don't know the full details. Maybe you guys do, but I was going to use Coinzilla actually for my website right here. And if you guys are unfamiliar, Coinzilla, it's like a crypto advertising marketing. So I don't know what's going on, if a scammer started advertising through Coinzilla or if Coinzilla just got hacked and everything's going on. I don't know. But What to Mine is one of those websites too, which I should probably bring up. If you're not using any type of ad blocker or something, OCTOMINER is loaded with ads, and they utilize CoinZilla unless they changed it recently. But CoinZilla has some type of thing going on with it. MetaMask wallets are hacked. I don't use MetaMask. I never really liked MetaMask. A lot of people love MetaMask, but it is recommended not to touch MetaMask over, right now, because something's going on with it. People are losing crypto. Accounts are getting compromised. Casino ads. It's the casino ads. Is that what it is? Okay, awesome. And speaking of that, if you guys ever come to my website here, RabidMining.com, and you're not using an ad blocker and you see an ad, whether it's your phone or something, be sure to click on it. 1 second. Just, give it a quick click. It'll help. It'll help maintain the website and stuff, just like everything else. But just click one, it'll be awesome. Thank you. I thank you guys in advance. So it's the casino ads. Yeah, I didn't read the story. I forgot. That was one of the things I was looking up while I was waiting for the live stream to start, and then I got distracted by time and setting up all this other stuff. But yeah, bad stuff going on with CoinZilla. OCTOMINER. A lot of the crypto websites actually use CoinZilla because it's a crypto advertising. That I almost went that route, but I actually ended up going with Google Ads because then it linked to my YouTube and everything anyway. So it all kind of conjoined together. So it'd be easier to track. But bad stuff going on, guys. Be very careful. Things are all over the place. Definitely look into it yourself because I haven't got to that part yet. I just know that these things are bad right now. I don't know how else to say it. Oh man, I believe there is a way, or there was. How much is it worth at the moment? How much is what worth? What are we talking about? We need a face reveal. A face reveal? Oh my gosh. You insane? As if that's not happening ever. Ever. Never happening. And some of you guys, I know some things have accidentally came to light, but we're not going to talk about that. In the past. Should we? A face reveal fund. That's hilarious. No, it's more mystical being in the background. It was funny because one of these days I do plan on, going to visit Panda and stuff whenever we go through the mountains or whatever and check out PC. I was trying to think of something like if I ever go over there and we hang out. Like I know when Panda first met up with Mining Chamber, obviously Mining Chamber was on the front of the camera because he's always in front of us. Hey, Mining Chamber. Hey, Panda. And I was like, how would that work with us two? We're just going to think we're lying or something. Like, hey, guess what? Rabid's here, but you can't see him. All right. And then I was like, I'm going to take my mask and everything. I can like throw my sweater on, put the mask on and be like, walk in with my mask and everything. Be like, yo, Panda. But I don't know. One of these days though, we'll see what happens. Once we are all on the blockchain, we will know everyone's fate. Yeah. Once we're all locked on there. Do the Wilson look. Tool time. Oh, the Wilson one. Good old Wilson. Panda's different. You're not Panda. We all know. No one's Panda. Who's that one guy? I remember that one guy came in here though and kept talking. Remember he kept asking. Do you guys remember that? You guys have been here for a while. Before the channel actually got taken down due to whatever issues. That so we get referred and asking questions about stuff, and he kept calling me Panda. It was like, what? I thought he was I thought Panda was in the chat somewhere. And he was asking him, but no, it was legit. He thought he was in a Panda stream. Oh yeah, maybe he is Satoshi. Could be. Very. That's a very good point. Interesting. Jump change is Mr. Wilson, Mr. Rabid Panda. Return of the reruns. Install Snap Camera. They have one on there called Buffett. What? And it's hilarious. Make you talking potato, and if you lose your face, it just disappears. That's interesting. Snap Camera. I haven't heard of that. That's interesting. Huh. I'm have to check some of these cool things out. Rig 5 needs a face. Rig 5 is the face of the channel. It's all about Rig 5. He is the face. Although he's in the background now. He's hid behind Rig 1, which has the big Noctua cooler on it. Now he's just kind of in the middle in the back. Awesome. Interesting Mr. Potato Head. Oh my gosh. So do we have anything else we should... Oh yeah. I want to check out my actually profits that I got for my past 24 hours. What the heck? Is RevTech rig still online? Okay, it's offline now. I was like, what? I shut that thing off. You guys seen me. How come it was still green here? But okay. So 3.3, 0.2. I actually wrote down 8.31. So I want to go see what the price currently is. Ergo price. Ergo. So I got 8.31 in the past 24 hours or so. So it's $18.36 mining Ergo the past 24 hours. What is, let's just have a look. ETH hash. All right, I'm just going to go 1100. And then I want to go, I guess, 3 gigahash here and kind of compare what the mine would have dictated for us. So it tells us 26 there and 21. And they're, well, I can't say Ethereum is wrong, but Ergo's definitely wrong. 9.9s when I ended up at 8 point some. So I got like a coin, 1.5 coins less than what the mine is currently telling us. But, oh, wait. Ergo's probably slowly starting to react to the hash rate, and it's slowly starting to go up in difficulty now. But this was saying like 10 coins. I know this morning I checked and it said I should have got like 10 coins when I only got like 8.1, $21.26. This actually isn't too far off. I really didn't lose anything, and I lost power at the wall, so that's a plus. But that's not that much of a difference realistically, thinking that 24 hours I didn't really lose anything. So that's cool. Awesome. But yeah, was this the actual correct number too though? Like maybe this is actually $22 based on the difference that we got here. I got 18 to 21, so maybe 26 to 23. Who knows? Too hard to tell. You almost need like 1 gigahash worth of cards here and another gigahash worth of cards there, and move them both at the same time on different addresses and compare them head to head. That's the only way you'd really be able to tell, because what to mine, you know, it's a nice guesstimator number to get an idea, but it's not accurate. Like usually you're above, usually you're under. We never know. Rig 5 to rule them all. Yeah. MC Satoshi is an alien sent to rescue us from ourselves. In which should I invest more, GPU or CPUs? Oh, that's a tough question right now. It's very tough. Like currently right now, GPUs are in the lead in terms of profitability, but once Ethereum is gone, I think the whole mining game is going to change. It's going to be a completely different hobby altogether. GPUs will turn unprofitable for a little while. Factors we can't dictate. How long is it going to take for people to shut off rigs, start getting rid of hardware, start doing whatever? Like that's the things we don't know, but we are going to need a lot of people to shut off rigs in order for the GPU profits to pick back up. We also need obviously huge price gains across Flux, Ergo, and everything else to accommodate the hash rate that's there. So I don't know. We really don't know. And obviously in bull runs, we're going to see the CPU coins go up as well. The way it sits, CPUs are currently in the green. And if GPUs turn the red, obviously CPUs are going to be making more than a GPU. But if people start buying CPUs, it's the same thing. The difficulty is just going to go to the moon and they'll become unprofitable as well. So you can't really say, is this better or that better? I think the best thing to do is look for the most efficient way to mine. Use whatever gets you the most amount of hash rate for the least amount of power. You know, A2000s, maybe non-LHR 3070s on the GPU side to move for after Ethereum. Try to cut as much cost as possible. Obviously, electric being the biggest one. And depending where you live in the world, that's going to determine to every household differently. Like someone paying 2 cents power to someone paying 40 cents power is obviously going to be staying online a lot longer or not even have to shut off. Someone on 100% solar won't have to shut off at all. And then you got mining farms that pay very cheap electric prices. So the factors are different everywhere you live. So, you know, that matters. European pricing. Obviously, your crypto isn't worth as much as it is in USD, but your power price is still the same. That's one point I brought out in a previous video as well. Being from Canada, we're actually kind of lucky that our dollar isn't worth that much. You know, usually like, okay, our dollar sucks. Yeah. But because our dollar isn't worth that much, crypto is worth more. And we're still paying the same power price. So if I'm paying 15 cents Canadian dollars and you're paying 15 cents Canadian dollars. So let's look at this, for example. European. Look at F. $1,900 European, paying 15 cents per kilowatt hour, and you're only making $1,900. USD, you're making $2,000, but you're still paying the same 15 kilocents per watt hour. So you're making a little more than someone in Europe, you know, because you're paying more for that power. You come to Canada, almost $2,600 is what your ETH is making, but we're still paying 15 cents Canadian dollars. So our money's not worth much. It's still going to the power, but our crypto is bringing a lot more in still. So depending on your currency, that could determine how well you're doing and how long you should turn off as well. There's so many factors that determine so many things for different people. So you can't just say one thing here, because to someone else, it could mean something totally different. So everyone, really, you just got to do your own research. The same thing applies to everybody, is probably just run as efficient as possible and just keep your eyes open. That's all I can really say, because, you know, it's different everywhere in the world. So be very, power cost in Germany is minimum 32 euros. See, look at 32 per kilowatt hour. That is absolutely insane. Like 30, like, let's look at that right now. Let's take, I don't even know. How am I going to even do this? Let's just take one gigahash. Actually, let's just take my farm. I don't even know. We're just gonna guesstimate my numbers here right quick. Let's just go. What's my full 1.035 gigahash at? Where's my power? I'm gonna have to go through all of these now. So 1.751. Where's my calculator? Tim Biko, I can get rid of you for a calculator. So we're going to take my calculator. So 1.571 plus, we're going to go back. I'm going to OCTOMINER 2, 579. No, I just had some rough numbers, guys. Don't start getting mad at me because of something. And my test bench is rolling at, where is it? 347. 347. So 1 point. Oh my gosh, I totally messed that up. Oh my gosh. 1.5. Okay. Yeah. You guys are probably yelling at me for that. That was totally my fault. So we're going to go 0.347. 0.347. 0.347 plus 0.347 plus 0.594. 594 plus 1.5, whatever the first octo is. So we're dealing kilowatts. We're not dealing just watts here, and it would have messed up everything completely. Using a lot more power. We're 1.751. 1.751. So we equal that. So we're using 2.6 kilowatts. So 2,600 watts. Uh-oh. 2,600 watts. So now I'm going to go into what to mine. We're going to go 2,600 watts. Rough numbers, guys. 1,100 mega hash. All right. Cool. So this is what we're making. $27.55, $21.31. Now, this is guesstimating this much Ethereum per day. So we're going to take this number. We're going to go to the Ethereum price. Ethereum price. I need CoinGecko. I like using CoinGecko. CoinGecko. Engage. All right. So we're making this amount. So $27.93 per day USD. Now, we're paying the same amount of power. 15 cents per kilowatt hour is going to come out of this in USD funds. So you work out to whatever. Now, let's just go to, like, say, Canadian dollars, for example. We're going to go to Canadian. Swap this over to, well, where are we? We're always at the bottom of the list. Look, now we're making $36 a day. in Canada here, we're making $36 down from, or up from $27. Same power price, exact same power price. So we're making more here. We can afford to pay our power bill longer in lower prices because of that. Now, if you go to Europe, like now you got the Europeans here. Now I'm talking 15 cents per kilowatt hour. Obviously, you just said you're at like 34 and stuff. Whereas European price here? EOS, Ether. Where do I find the euro? Oh, euro. Bam. 26. Is that the same? What? Did I do that right? 26, 27. Oh, so it's only $1 less depending, but there's so many euros out there as well. So I don't know, where's a lower one? Where's a pound? Is there a pound in here? Because they're like double our money or something. But regardless, you kind of get where I'm getting at. You're making $27 USD, but in Canada, you know, I'm making 36, almost an extra $9 a day on this rig for the same amount of power that we'd be paying based on 10 or 15 cents per kilowatt hour. So this is kind of where you live, there are different depending on everything you got going on. So keep this stuff in mind too. I can't just say, you know, maybe at this point you're not going to make it. You know, everyone, wherever you live, you know, GPU mining is going to affect you differently after Ethereum. Some will stay on longer. Some will have to pull off sooner depending on your power price, if you're running solar or not, the network difficulty, how much you're actually making depending on the country you live in and the value of your own personal money. So crypto mining, in sense, is we have an advantage here in Canada because our dollar is so horrible. So I'm kind of happy for that. But at the same time, you know, it's like, hey, guess what? Our money sucks, but at least crypto's good. You know, it's kind of interesting there. Yes, but if you buy by the coin costs more. Yeah, if you were to buy the coin 100%, it would cost more for sure. That's the other issue when you're trying to buy into stuff. Say for a Flux node, you got to go, instead of paying 60 cents, you got to pay out 90 cents. But then again, you know what? If I bought one Bitcoin and hit $1 million, you know, it's 1 million USD, or it's like 1.2 or 3 million Canadian. It's like nice. But yeah, then if you go to travel, obviously all those factors come back into play again. Oh, but we're talking about mining right now, not buying coins. This isn't a trading channel or anything. It's a mining channel. And you're asking, though, what originally this all started like, what do I buy now, CPUs or GPUs? And, you know, the question pretty much depends where you live, what you pay for power, and what could happen. Currently, right now, yes, GPUs are best way to mine. They're the most efficient way to mine. They're the most profitable way to mine today. You know, 2 months from now, it could be a totally different story. I still think, what do we got here for ASIC miner value, actually? I still think ASIC, a lot of people don't really like ASICs. I'm really starting to like ASICs more and more every day because they don't use much power and they make a lot of money, but they also cost a lot of money. So that part sucks. We're not even going to talk about the big guys. Where's the KD box at now? What's it at? I don't even know what the profitability is at. It's only down $2.67. So it dropped right down, but you're only using 230 watts. So you're either paying, it's like 10 cents per kilowatt hour. That's like 55 cents a day. So you're still $2.10 profit. And remember, bear markets, this thing could pump. What are the prices looking at these days? Are they coming down in price yet? 40, 49, 44, 455. Where's Gold Shell? Gold Shell's not even on the list. What does Gold Shell sell these things for? I don't even know. Obviously, the cheapest way to get one of these miners is straight from Gold Shell itself. And then third parties, you're always going to pay a premium. ASIC miner marketplace is definitely charging a premium. Look at that, $6,500. That's insane. In stock, but never ROI. In stock, but never. All right, I guess it doesn't make any money based on them. All these are saying never. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy stuff, but I like those things. Me and Panda were actually talking about the other day, you know, crypto's going down, this is going down, but you know, like if you have to shut off your rigs, those KD boxes and stuff, they hardly use any power. You don't really notice them and they're still profitable. So that's awesome. I don't even know what I'm at so far. Fixed flow, pool flare. Online. Others. I'm at 56. I got 56 Cadena coins. So what's the price of Cadena right now? KDA price. Kata. Kata price. What's the Kata price? I don't know. I didn't know if that was a word. Coin Gecko. What are you looking at right now? Oh, we're in Canadian. $176. Currently US dollars 36. I don't care about this. I care about this number right. Where is it? This number right here is the one I want. 2025 next bull run. If I was to shut this miner off right now, kill it, get rid of it, and just hodl my coins, and hopefully the next bull run comes. What if the next bull run hits, at least $24? We're expecting the next bull run to be ultimately almost twice as big as the previous one, just like we've seen actually almost double. So 2017, to 2020, 2013 to 2017 to 2021, peaked in 2022. They all got like 2 or 3 times bigger in size. So what if this goes to, say, $50? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just guessing off $10. $10 is like 500 and some dollars right there. If I was to shut this off right now, if only 230 watts, that's insane. If we do hit a pump, remember, that's a gamble. Those are all gambles. It might not ever pump again. What if Cadena never pumps? Then obviously it's going to take a long time to pay itself off. But markets in general, if a coin stays active and makes it to the next run, it's going to do fairly well most of the time. So if it does, we're really hoping for that. And that's what we're all hoping on. Like, we're hoping Raven coin pumps. We're hoping Flux pumps. We're hoping SHIB pumps. Like, we're hoping all these coins pump. And I know Cardano, which one was it that crashed? Was it Solano or was it Cardano that had that massive flop? I think it was Cardano, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm starting to see things, and I know the price dropped and everyone was getting a lot of negative attention, and people were like, hey, Ethereum, you want to move to something like this when these guys are actually better than you? You're really going to die. Stuff like yada, yada, yada. Anyway, there's a lot of positive stuff still coming out of those as potentially exploding in the future. They just ran into a mishap. So I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Very interesting. It was Solana. Yeah. We're not talking about Luna in this way. Yeah, it was Solana that did that. So yeah, it was Solana, the POS operation. But yeah, Luna allegedly, I don't know. I don't follow Flux too much, but I have heard down the rumor mill that Luna has had a negative effect on Flux. Can anyone confirm that? Because they did have a partnership, and I heard something about Flux nodes dropped 6 to 8% in profitability because of the Luna thing, but I don't know for sure. That's just 100% speculation because I don't know. I don't really follow that too close, but I heard that it was pretty bad. KDA has potential, yeah, for sure. Like, Cadena is still is legit the most profitable miners to mine with right now. So it's crazy, but yeah, I don't know. Coin Metro no longer offers a yield on their nodes anymore. Okay, interesting. Liquidity pool shares with Luna made Flux get sold into Luna as it went down. What? They got sold into Luna as it crashed. That means people lost a ton of Flux through Luna as well. I don't know. There's a whole different ecosystem there, and I don't know. I don't know too much info, so I don't really want to say too much. But because there's a lot of Flux, there's a lot of high hopes for Flux. But I've also been hearing a lot of things that might not be as good that no one's really talking about. And I don't want to say anything because I don't know how much truth there is to it. But I still have high hopes for Flux. That's all I want to say. I don't want to get into that too much. I don't want to be the guy that said, Rabid said this. So, yeah, let's just have high hopes and hope everything's good. Luna parallel asset on Flux. Yeah, Nvidia needs savings itself. Nvidia definitely needs savings. That's for sure. Oh my God, I had so many things I wanted to talk about. I think I lost it now. Oh, here's one. So I wanted to put a time frame together, but I couldn't find all the proper articles by the time the stream was supposed to start. But look at this one. This is the end of April. So a couple weeks before the whole LHR unlocker things. Look at Nvidia calls out AMD about GPU drivers is a hypocritical. So quick sum up. I never read this article, but I read previous ones. But Nvidia was out flaunting their PR team again, saying how good their drivers are. AMD is horrible because they just started announcing GPU sales were declining, obviously because Ethereum prices were down and all this stuff. But so GPUs are down. stock is coming in and, they're not selling as much. So they start doing like, I would call it junior high school type of tactics, trying to poke their finger into this rib cage of AMD. Our drivers are better, yours are horrible. As users, we know this. AMD has horrible drivers. Yes, we know this, but you don't have to publicly come out and say this, trying to tip any typical user to buy one of your GPUs now because your sales are dropping horrendously. They just got out of that 5.5 million lawsuit from 2017, which I'm going to be very surprised if they don't run into another lawsuit coming in after this run. We'll get to that in a second. But so we go from this, and then right after this happens, AMD started saying, just before this, they started saying their sales are down. Then after this, they started saying their sales were down some more. They reported low numbers. And then all of a sudden, bam, we have this LHR unlocker. GPUs started selling again. They went back to AMD, I think it was 5 days ago. They started saying, oh, we're seeing our numbers increase again, but AMD's not. They're poking their finger at AMD again, saying, we started selling more cards out again out of nowhere. I guess people like our cards better. PR team at it again. Sorry, AMD, people like our stuff better. Just jabbing the rib cage of AMD some more. Over and over again. NVIDIA is really starting to result to, like I said, like junior high school type of tactics, nitpicking and, trying to bully AMD at this point, just because an LHR unlocker, which probably resulted in the fact that they got hacked, but their PR team is on 100% PR mode, not mentioning trying to deflect all this attention onto something else. This probably happened from the hack. And now, after the fact, they release open Linux source drivers. Like, what? They didn't have to do that. Everyone probably already had the open source drivers, but now they have to publicly come out and say, here it is, before more bad PR had to come out. So I don't really like the way NVIDIA is kind of going in this. Now let's get back to the other situation about, I'd be surprised if they don't run through another lawsuit. So if you're unfamiliar with the previous lawsuit, a quick sum up is 2017, they told the investors they were going to sell a whole bunch of cards. Crypto boomed in 2017. They were selling lots of cards. 2018 came in. They kind of gave their recommendation. A whole bunch of investors went in, bought more NVIDIA stock because they promised a whole bunch more. As the crypto crash happened, they didn't come to half of what they said they were going to sell. Investors said NVIDIA lied to them, a whole bunch, yada, yada. A whole bunch of other stuff happened as well. But that's just a quick sum up. And ultimately, they went through this lawsuit from their shareholders. Now, this is why we're seeing this LHR thing. They released the 3000 series. We had NVIDIA come out again and they saw this crypto thing happening. So they said, okay, we're making these cards LHR and we're making the CMP cards. They're trying to fix what happened in 2017. And they made these CMP cards because of it. But they were extremely expensive. You couldn't find them anywhere, and you had to backdoor them and order millions of dollars worth to even get them. So these were going to mining farms, not normal residential miners or everything. And then now we have everyone still buying their LHR cards and everything. But as a PR team, they're saying, we split our whole thing. We made our mining cards for the miners. We made these cards for the gamers, and they made a split team and kind of have two sides going so they can try to revert this future potential scam going on. I call it a scam because it's 100% a PR scam that NVIDIA has going on, in my honest opinion. But we all know miners are buying all the cards, mostly their gamer cards, because we couldn't get a hold of us unless we had millions of dollars to order from them. So they come in. Now they're starting to report sales losses and all this other yada, yada stuff. LHR unlockers revealed, selling more cards. Here they go all over again. NVIDIA is even though they're making these great cards and we love them, as a company, they seem to be one of the worst, scammiest companies I can honestly point a finger on. So is this kind of throwing some stuff out there, what you think? Like, I don't know. I really hope they get sued again. And I hope they get sued a lot worse than they were before. I just want to put it to that point. I got someone selling me an Octo 12 today for $1,200. He's willing to sell his 3080s at $850 per card. I think the 3080s are a good price. Thoughts? That's crazy. I don't know the USD value of the prices. I guess it depends on the 3080s as well. But yeah, I'm not sure. We love them as a company because they kind of are the only people out there. Yeah, I know that's true. Like, you can do whatever you want. Just like with my power company out here, we only have the one service provider that can come here, so they can do whatever they want. Let's look at, I know a lot of you guys don't really care what goes on in Canada, but they're good examples. Here in western side of Canada, we have Bell and TELUS, right? They kind of run anywhere from central Canada to the west, and they run off the same towers, and they're like the only cell phone providers we have. Well, starting a little over by Quebec, they got some cheaper options. They're still expensive, but there's some cheaper options. And a new startup company is coming out of Quebec that wants to, give decent rates to people. So they started coming into Western Canada, Alberta, BC, and stuff, and saying, we're going to start putting up towers. We're going to slowly start a thing. Bell and TELUS kind of ganged up on them and said, no, get out of our territory. We're taking you to court. You can't be here. Because if they have competition, that means people will go to the cheaper price. Cell phone technology is cell phone technology. It's all the same these days. Whoever has a cheaper price is where people are going to go to. So now they have this people here coming in to say, we're going to, give cheaper plans to people so they don't get ripped off. And all of a sudden you have these big companies come in, they step on them, say, we're taking you to court. We know you can't afford to pay these legal fees, so get out of here. It's pretty much what's going on, so they can continue to rip us off. So, this is happening everywhere worldwide. Big companies get away with anything they want because that, yeah. Anyway, that has nothing to do with the crypto aspect, but, in a way it kind of does. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, French Canadians getting them profits. I pay $130 for 4 lines, 2x4, 140, and 10 gigabyte in Vancouver. I can't remember what our cell phone bills. It's like $110 for like nothing. You're like your unlimited talks and texts and like 4 gigabytes of data is like over $100. The internet out here is like $110 for. It used to be 30 meg down, 1 meg up. Now we got a different provider and we're 50 down, 1 up for $94. But like, ripped off everywhere. And then they say, how come nobody has more? And then they got to raise the gas prices. Then we got inflation and then we got all this. But meanwhile, banks recording record numbers of profits and everything, but no one else is. I don't know. Anyway, too much ranting, guys. We've been here for quite a couple hours, long enough. Probably time to wrap this up. So I appreciate everybody for showing up to this live stream. I will see you guys. Where's my buttons? There we go. I will see you guys all in the next one.
Rabid out.